What's the word? Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. You know how we coming. Let's get it.
Pick up my bags, I be free at last. Don't wanna hear another words on my bum ass past. I graduate to know what's fate and what's a fantasy line. I done walked the wrong path maybe a couple of times. Stepping through, I hope to see windows and green leaves. Freedom of speech, sunshine, rhythm up under my feet. Is it a dream? I check the clock for times like this. People around you can't understand what it means to exist. So make a dollar, be a guy, crown yourself, be a model, dream big, be a father, word up. I see my time around the world before I'm giving it up. I see myself living for me instead of living for her. That's rare. Two worlds niggas can never compare. Giving time to a world that'll never be there. So get your weight up, press, hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up. Rest enough to see yourself inside a dream. Make a dollar, be a guy, crown yourself, be a model, dream big, be a father, word up. Get your weight up, press, hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up. Rest enough to see yourself inside a dream. Make a dollar, be a guy, crown yourself, be a model, dream big, be a father, word up. Get your weight up, press, hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up. Rest enough to see yourself inside a dream.
Yo, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Tonight we got a few topics. We got Drizzy, we got K Dot in Toronto doing his thing. We got something going down with Kales. He seemed to be hospitalized. He can't take it in them cells. Let's go ahead and get to it. You know how we rocking. Bedtime stories. Let's go.
Keep your head up. Gotta chase your dreams out the paper. Over time things change. So much bloodshed, it's a shame. Don't know what the future holds. Humble, I'll remain. Don't replace fear where trust should be. Right here, shouldn't know what your left think. Don't compare the size, focus on your team. Can't be myself, won't be anything. Grant me peace, I've been patient. Trying to find solutions without foundation. One life, better not waste it. Gotta adjust with the times, be adjacent. What's fair, not equal. In life, notice you get no sequel. Sometimes my soul feel conflicted, but I keep my head up, prevent from getting wet up. And times things get better, till then Glock and sweater. I wake up.
Make a dollar, be a guy, crown yourself, be a model, dream big, be a father, word up. Get your weight up, press, hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up. Rest enough to see yourself inside a dream. Make a dollar, be a guy, crown yourself, be a model, dream big, be a father, word up. Get your weight up, press, hit the gym so it's enough to hold your head up. Rest enough to see yourself inside a dream.
Yes, sir. We back again, man. Another episode of Bedtime Stories. At the end of the day, this for us, man, we got a lot of cool topics coming up. Not only cool, yes, but sir. I think that topics that need to be said. Bro in the building as always. We gonna keep it 100. Say what's up to him. Say what's up to him.
Man, what's up, people? What's up, bro? Gonna keep it all the way 55th Street. Gonna keep it real. Gonna keep it funky. However you want to put it, but he's gonna keep it authentic.
Yeah, man. So for sure. First topic, we get into Drizzy and Kendrick. Again, the beef just doesn't stop, And right now, Drizzy is fighting a losing battle, in my opinion. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, and bro, I'm gonna pull us up on the front script.
Okay.
Drizzy Drake, he's been doing what he's supposed to have been doing right now, and that's laying low. Kendrick Lamar is having a victory lap. Back in the day, which is oddly enough, I chose Kendrick Lamar over Drake. I believe that Drake was a phenomenal artist, but I listened to Kendrick Lamar over Drake. I just seen myself in Kendrick. I seen myself in J. Cole.
Okay.
I can't normally relate. Yeah. I can't normally relate to what Drake is talking about half the time. Talking about smashing 50 different chicks in 3 weeks, going to Cancun, going to the Bahamas, whatever else. What's that place? Maldives. You know how he talk with a Canadian / Jamaican / American accent. Who knows what this guy's from?
He just started that. He just started that about All right, man. Could probably been a decade now. How long it been since Drake been trying that Canadian
Yeah,
party next door type of thing? How long has it been? Been a
yeah. I
little
mean,
minute.
it's been a minute. My thing is this: Drake has been winning for a very long time, and he has victory lapped Meek Mill plenty of times. Live by the sword, die by the sword. This is hip hop. This is music. This is where people come to actually box it out, and nobody leaves hurt physically besides your ego. Your ego may be hurt. Drake will be back. Drake will be Drake again. Again, I don't like when Drake
Oh,
talks street. I like him with the melodies.
Drake will
You say
never go
no?
back to that person he once was. He'll never be that Drake again. Because Drake is it's a different Drake right now. It's a Drake after a L, after a convincing L. You know what I'm saying? Not only I feel like not only was this an L, this was a severe L that Kendrick Lamar placed upon Drizzy Drake feet. Father had to stretch his hands out and get it from me.
Bro,
You know,
right, but that was
Drake had a family line when he told Kanye that, but it seemed like right now Drake needs to stretch his hands out and and get his hits from other people. Right now, he's definitely on the radio right now, heavy with the Baby Girl song. That's hot. I believe his name is I don't want to say Right Kim, but it may be Most Def.
most
Say
deaf.
Drake has elevator music. Music that make you want to shop with an edge, kind of, shopping with an edge.
On the
And
bro,
Drake,
on the most deaf tip, bro. Most deaf. Shout out to most deaf,
yeah,
man.
shout
Shopping with
out
an
to Mo
edge.
Def, shopping with an edge. And Kendrick just gave him a friendly reminder. Now, while his show was going on in Toronto, one of the wise men for Drake, I wouldn't call him a wise man, but top five, one of Drake goons was on the prowl looking for Kendrick. He definitely was looking for him, and I don't know how I feel about this because we all know that nothing was going to happen to Kendrick over there. Just like we know once NBA YoungBoy comes to Chicago, nothing's going to happen. So it's to me it's just
Well,
it's
I
mixed
don't, I
emotions
don't,
for sure.
I don't know if nothing will happen to NBA YoungBoy. Chicago is a different monster than Canada.
NBA YoungBoy
We
is
we know
come on,
that.
man. NBA YoungBoy is like no disrespect to Michael Jackson. NBA YoungBoy is these kids Michael Jackson for this generation. No disrespect to Mike. I'm just saying, as far as the gravity and the way he pulls, the numbers he does, NBA YoungBoy is this generation's kids go.
So you
Not
saying,
him now.
if NBA YoungBoy disrespected Chicago, he wouldn't get touched if he came out here.
He already disrespected Chicago. Well, he disrespected one of the gangsters in Chicago. Clean up. This is not my words. NBA YoungBoy said, "Clean up on Al-O," referring to the hit on that. It wasn't a hit, but was according to the tragic incident that happened with King Von. They
Mm.
beefing back and forth for Lil Durk. And NBA YoungBoy is not a. It's not. He's not some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Some type of flunky, some type of somebody you could just push around either. He has some power as well, some pull for sure.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm gonna get into this story. So Drake was not happy. So Drake was none. Who's writing these articles, man? This is TMZ. None too happy. Supposed to say nah. Anyway, man. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Drake was not too happy after Canadian politician Jagmeet Singh was spotted at Kendrick Lamar and SZA's second Toronto tour date, and Drake blasted him with a diss. Whose side you on? You goof. The internet undefeated. So the diss came via Instagram. Drake right now is fighting a losing battle. It says here that the disc came via Instagram DM and was made public after Drake posted it to his stories. The two Canucks followed each other back in 2019, but had limited interactions over the years. Canucks is a term for Canadians? That sounds
I guess
wild.
so. I guess so. It might be a term for Canadian people. I guess so.
Canucks. Uh wow, okay. But you know, So Kendrick Lamar, Toronto's fans chanting one more time. Listen to this, man. Listen to this. Hang on. Listen to this. So Kendrick Lamar just at night two, he just performed. Kendrick Lamar and the fans who are listening to Kendrick Lamar bump Grand National. You know, so this is what they are right now. I don't know if y'all get it, but they're chanting one more time. Fans demanded to hear encores of "Not Like Us," while also mobbing the Chinese restaurant Kendrick name dropped on his Euphoria disc. What you think
Ouch.
about that, man? What you think about that?
Oh man, bro. It's kind of like us going against Derrick Rose, you know. But I feel like this is the reap what you sow. Drake has planted these seeds over the years, and when you plant these seeds of manipulation, these seeds of backstabbing, these seeds of acting like you're untouchable, like everybody can be touched. No dig. Um, it hurts. It may sting a little bit, but Drake is not big into the program. It just goes to show you, not bigger than the program, Drake. You know, you had a big machine behind you. You came up under Lil Wayne. You had Nicki Minaj on your team as well. Tiger, this is probably not a name that people gonna respect, but Tiger was a big name. You guys had the dream team, essentially speaking.
Yeah,
You kind of you used Jay Z's method. You hopped on every hot song over the years, even though you gave a stimulus package to the artist as well. But when you give that stimulus package, most of the time that artist uh, career eventually fades away and a new artist takes his place. So are you really helping that artist? You got the OVO sweatshops, and people have heard the murmurs. People have heard the talks about how you steal these guys' penmanships, you steal these guys' main songs, and these are people from your city. So you can you can you can put up all the propaganda you want, Drake, and you can pay for your goons, you can pay for your hit squad, but men lie, women lie, numbers
numbers
don't.
don't.
And the people don't as well. So I'm gonna say this: the people don't. I'm gonna replace numbers because sometimes these companies, according to you, Drake, they can misconstrue the numbers. According to you, which I can kind of believe. But the people, one thing is not gonna lie is the people, and the people have spoken. They not like us. As simple as that. And Drake, I rock with you. I rock with you. You're a good artist, you know. But it's the difference between being, and this is, I'm not gonna say that. It's the difference between growing up in the States and actually having that urban background, that hood background, then being not really from it and visiting that background. It's just a big difference,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
yeah. No, Kendrick Lamar right now. You know, let him have his moment. Let the culture have their moment. And I'll say this one thing about Drake. Drake is a pop culture artist. He's a pop artist. So what that means is what he has shown you guys is that he can adapt and be flexible. No Diddy, no Diddy. He can adapt and be a part of something he's not really from. For example, when we talk about Jamaican music, you know, that little twang he has when he goes into the booth and tries to cop that lingo. When we talk
That's
about
talented,
UK,
though.
talented, but again, he's a pop artist. So I want people to understand what this means. This means that he will cater to whatever the audience is asking for within that moment. Again, whether it's
Yeah.
UK drill, whether it's shy drill, whether it's, Caribbean. Drake is a pop artist. So he's a black man, don't get me wrong. His father's black, but he's a pop artist. He did not come from the hood. He did not come from a place like the West Coast, the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, New York, the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Jamaica, Queens, whatever else.
These are just the facts, bro. These
Chicago.
are
These
just
are
the
the
facts.
facts. So when you hear people talk about he not like us, they're talking about that DNA, that cloth that he's cut from. It pretty much it's warranted for him to actually be that pop artist that people deem to be the best artist in the world, which is fine. Sold the most, which is fine. You know, he's a relatable figure, but he's not from the hood. He's not the culture. He's a pop artist. He's a sort of like a plant who's talented. You can throw a lot of different things on him. Here, you spit this, but we don't know Drake. We don't know him. So
Oh no, you know him. Yeah, that's a kid from the grass. He's been famous his whole life. You know, he was in a wheelchair. He had some questionable scenes in the grass. Hey,
yeah,
I'm gonna throw my hands up on that.
yeah,
But Drake is definitely he's a household name. You can't take away his talent. You can't take away the ability to be able to do the things he does because you still have to be, no matter what we say, you still have to have the abilities to be able to make those switches. But Drake,
yes,
when you can't Drake, you can't put the cloth over our eyes and say you're the best and say, you know, you're the culture. You're not. You're not.
no,
And you showed that when you painted your nails, Drake. When you did because you didn't have to do that. You only did that to carry to Lil Yachty. And I'm not knocking Lil Ice for doing that. You know, because hey, grown men, you could, I guess grown men gonna do what they want to do, I guess, but you Drake, you're not the culture, man.
yeah.
It is what
Uh,
it is.
that's a phenomenal point, Drake. I believe that Drake will come back with something decent, and people will like. I don't know, man. Drake, the whole lawsuit, the whole trying to go to different people about Kendrick, putting belt to ass, and you not giving a damn about hopping back in the studio. You ain't have to quit. You quit too easy for me, man. That's the thing. If now you are talented and you have worked hard. Again, I want to say, bro, people, me and bro have been in the studio. It's not easy to make a hot record. Please, everybody who's on the sideline, and we're gonna get to that later about people not having the skills or the experience, but always talking crazy, man. We're gonna get to that later. But it's not easy to make a hot record, yet alone have 10 Billboard hits that chart at number one within a given time frame. So keep in mind
You know, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
that can happen. But what people need to realize is there's a clear distinction between people who are talented and people who have that depth to them. Likable people, people with integrity. Drake posed with blackface before. Now, he didn't understand what it was in the moment. A kid actor, I'm just doing this, doing that. Man, the hood my people, from my hood, my background, my people, my parents would have terrorized me, man. I'm putting on again. This is why people believe Drake is not black. The DNA of being black. You know what I'm saying? In regards to, experiences and, overall culture. But that's all I got to
Drake
say about
reminds
Drake,
me
man.
of Drake reminds me of Kevin Durant.
Wow.
And I'm gonna say why I'm saying that. You see, Kevin Durant is an all-time scorer, an all-time player, one of the greats. And you can't deny that. But one thing is on Kevin Durant's resume is going to join the team that beat on them. And
Right.
Drake gives these those characteristics that if you get punched on, he's going to go cry about it. He's going to cry to the people that put him in a position to win, or he's going to join the team that put the BTA, put the belt to ass, and spank them. The
Yeah.
reason I say it is because Drake has benefited um, for what's the music company that he sued? I forget the
Uh
names.
it's the big company, not
The
Interscope.
big company. Yeah. So you didn't make all this money from this company, and you put on a great, oh my God, just a great decade performance. You gave us Jamaican hits, pop hits, rap hits,
UMG, Universal
sad
Music
songs.
Group, UMG.
Your UMG. And as soon as that somebody else come back and punch you in the mouth, and you got blood, you leaking, your eyes
Soon
starting
as
to get watery.
soon as he seen that blood.
Soon as you see that
Soon as he seen
blood,
that blood.
you turn right to the person that you just in your music proclaim not to be. So it's kind of bewildering to the people. And it's kind of for real guys or real men that know, like in a fight, you don't do this.
Yeah,
You don't do
no.
this. You fight back. You come back with a record. And you mentioned the man wife. Once you mention a man's kids, you should know from Pusha T situation. Once you mention a man's kids, there's no telling the line they're willing to. to cross in order to get that type of vengeance back, I might say. And you crossed that line. So you should have been prepared for whatever Kendrick Lamar had for you. And I also believe that Drake sacrificed, or he sacrificed club bangers, instead of Kendrick came with just straight that lyricism, mixed it in with a club banger, but he mixed it in with a lot of truths. And the truths have set you free. And if you're not ready for it to set you free, the truth can kind of encage you because you're running from it. Not even encage you, but you're run from it. And I feel like Drake has ran from his truths, and it's just time for him to accept it, and he'd be so much better off. Shout out All Truth. Shout out All Truth WWE, man. The truth shall set you free.
Yeah, and Drake, man, listen, just bro, whatever you need to do to come up out of this, you need to do it. It says here you planned a live stream with Casanet to try and off put what Kendrick Lamar was going to do in Toronto. It never happened. The Super Bowl happened though. Drake, Kendrick Lamar going to Toronto, showing up. Nobody said anything about him performing that song. They actually asked for more, man. How do you come back from this? I have no clue. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen somebody, another rapper, go to their city and perform in the city, ask for an encore. I've never seen that, bro.
It's a little tough. If I'm Drake, I'll be upset in my city. Off the simple fact, like, I'm still Drake. I'm the hometown hero. Come on now, city. We could be a little bit better with this situation, but Drake, man, yeah, Drake. I think Drake has made a lot of enemies along on his path to the top. So it's a lot of things that Drake probably can't see that's going on behind the scenes. There's probably a lot of things that we can't see.
Yeah,
Um, and Drake smashed a lot of these dudes' girls, man. So
yeah,
that's just a fact.
yeah,
Just a fact. A lot of guys can't take that. Even the guys on his team, guys probably closest to him. Drake's probably been, doing his thing. So hey, it comes with it, man. All fair and love and war.
yeah, yeah. You know what? Let's go to number one. Shout out to K Dot and Drake, man. I ain't got no skin in the game, but it is what it is. Let's go to R. Kelly. So, Kels, R. Kelly right now is in the news, man. And
Mr.
right now,
TP3 Reloaded.
you said what?
Mr. TP3 Reloaded. Mr. Loaded Up. Mr. Double Up.
Yes.
Legend.
So here's the deal. Now we're gonna watch this, and I want people to understand this right now. R. Kelly is a damn legend, man. R. Kelly is a legend. The musical artist, the genius, R. Kelly is a legend. R. Kelly has wrote for Michael Jackson. The list goes on and on. I don't have enough time to tell you how much R. Kelly has done because we got topics on topics today. R. Kelly.
We ain't talking about Robert.
We ain't talking about Robert Kelly. Y'all remember? Hang on, man. Hang on. We're going to go to R. Kelly albums. R. Kelly is different people in all these albums. You remember 12 Play? You remember Love Letter? Did you get my call? Did you get my love letter? The Chocolate Factory. Double Up. Write Me Back. The Best of Both Worlds. Do y'all remember that?
That's your favorite rapper now.
TP3 Reloaded. Trapped in the Closet.
Storytelling.
Bro, this guy R. Kelly. I'm not talking about Robert. I'm talking about the artist R. Kelly right now. A legend. An R&B legend.
Let me just get this in.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is quick. On them albums, just to keep in mind, you guys, them albums weren't 9-song albums, 10-song albums. Them albums almost went to about 18 songs. I'm talking about you can play it from front to back. No dig.
Yes. Bro, R. Kelly was the remix god. You could play R. Kelly at a wedding. You could play R. Kelly at a two-step dance With the 40 and older crew, you could play R. Kelly. With 20-year-olds, you could play. I don't want to go too low, but you know what I'm saying? 20, 30, 40-year-olds.
R. Kelly.
Yeah, facts. So R. Kelly is, and here's the thing. You got white people, Elvis Presley. You got other people. They remain legends. MJ had kids in the bed. We all know he was, you know what I'm saying, acquitted or whatever else. What else happened with the case? I'm just saying. Let's leave the music guy, because other people do it. Other ethnicities do it. And at the end of the day, just musically, he has my respect. Now, all this other stuff that's going on, him crying to Gayle King, I don't know about none of that, bro. Like, he guilty. He guilty. Right. He guilty. You know, as soon as he answered that question, teenage, as soon as he answered that question, teenage, you already know what he was on. So, I just want to say,
By teenager, what do you mean? What do you mean by teenager?
hey, man, bro, real quick, the people that R. Kelly wrote for: Michael Jackson, Aaliyah, Destiny's Child, Casey and JoJo, Black, Maxwell, Nick Cannon, Britney Spears, Benny Siegel. He collaborated with You Are Not Alone with Michael Jackson. Stimulate Me from Destiny's Child. This dude is a legend. He's a legend.
More and more for Joe. More and more for Joe. That's R. Kelly's song.
So my whole thing is this. Before I play this video, R. Kelly is a legend in the studio, in the music business, king of R&B, period.
Nice.
So what we gonna do, we gonna play this video, and we just gonna show the people. We gonna show the people what they talking about. It's unfortunate, but this is what prison does to people. This is why I say people stay out them prison walls, man. Stay out them prison walls. It ain't worth it. Kales, it wasn't worth it, man. Let's go.
Singer R. Kelly. The artist, whose legal name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, was rushed to the hospital last week after allegedly overdosing on sleep and anxiety medications given to him by prison staff. In court documents, lawyers for the singer allege that staffers at the federal prison are trying to kill him. He is serving a 20-year sentence after being convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking in 2021.
Joining us now, NBC's Shaquille Brewster with the latest. So, Shaq, what specifically are R. Kelly's lawyers alleging here?
Hi there. Well, you listed that big claim from his team, essentially that prison officials are trying to kill him in order to cover up misconduct. And this really all goes back to filing an emergency motion from his team last week in which they asked the judge to release him from prison and move him to home confinement. It was in that document where they had a declaration from an inmate who signed a statement saying that the official transferred him to Kelly's prison with instruction to kill the singer who is behind bars, again, on those sex-related crimes. In a filing this morning, R. Kelly's team released a statement, or had a line in there that said, now prison officials...
Yo, this is a look of despair, man. God damn, Chad. He want to go home, man.
He want to come home, man.
Oh, man. You know...
We don't trust you niggas. We don't. I don't trust no motherfucking body. We don't trust you.
My thing is this, man. R. Kelly, and we gonna get to Antonio Brown next, but I'm talking about R. Kelly right now. This brother, he's won Grammys. I'm pretty sure R. Kelly has won Grammys. R. Kelly, the fact that you're in prison and you have been hospitalized because you've been taking meds that the staff gave you, you have this look right now that your life is going down the drain, man. And it is, bro. You could probably, speak to this more so than I can, but I never want to go behind them concrete walls, seeing trees and seeing whatever else I can, man. The fact that R. Kelly has this look right now and is full, he looks petrified, bro. This is a grown man right now. So for
Yeah, I
all,
mean, he's
go
he's
ahead.
coming to the realization, bro, that he may not get out of here, you know?
Right, right.
So
It's
I
been
feel like
years.
it's been years, and he's like, man, I need to come up with something, and it may be some truth to it, because in jail they play a lot of dirty games, and we don't understand that R. Kelly is really a R. Kelly may have people hating on him. You never know how much fan love that R. Kelly is still getting. His commissary is going to stay lit. He's going to be a popular prison inmate regardless. So it may be some unjust things going on with Kills right now, but that's what jail would do to you, man. It would demoralize you. It would deflate you. It's not a place for human beings. It's inhumane.
Yeah,
So I can't knock them from wanting to get out of there and get to the free world, but that's why it's imperative when you're in the world living, especially when you're a black man with that type of notoriety, that type of bank account. Man, it's important that you have to have somebody around you that love it can tell you, bruh, what you're doing is going to get you a lot of time. If it's not now, it's going to be down the line. You choose. You gotta stop.
yeah,
And nobody told him. He just kept on paying, just kept paying people off. And once he wasn't able to continue to pay people off, the hammer came down. And right now he's suffering from those horrible afflictions that he done to himself.
yeah. R. Kelly has been locked up since 2021.
Yeah.
So right now he's thinking, how the hell am I gonna get out of here? I can't imagine what this guy's going through, man. R. Kelly, you went from sleeping in silk sheets to a concrete pillow in bed, man. This
Right.
has to be one of the most demoralizing moments of your life. I want to finish the video real quick. Let me finish the video.
Have overdosed Mr. Kelly on medications and nearly killed him 2 days after he made those allegations public. So they are trying to get a judge to release him and move him to home confinement. And that's part of the claim and part of the argument that they're using to this judge, saying that something happened as recently as this past week.
And how is the other side, the prosecutors in this case, how are they responding?
Yeah, from the original documents and from that original motion, they pushed back fairly aggressively, calling the claims deeply unserious and theatrical, a fanciful conspiracy. It said it makes a mockery of the harm suffered by Kelly's victims. I want to read a line from their reply motion to some of those original claims in which they say Kelly refuses to accept responsibility for years of sexually abusing children and is using this court's docket to merely promote himself, despite there being no legal basis to be before this court. There,
Yeah, Kels, they ain't never letting you out, man. This right here, statement from prosecutors. Kelly refused to accept responsibility for years of sexually abusing children. That's, hey, man. They try and throw you under the jail and throw away the key, doc.
Yep. They trying to, then the way they paint it, you would think they talking about 8-year-olds,
Right,
7-year-olds,
right.
you know. So it's just, you know, Kills. Yeah, I'm feeling for you, Kills. I'm feeling for you. Hopefully, you can catch a loophole in the system some way, somehow, but you reap what you sow.
Kelly, we heard you riding around them
Reap
high
what you
schools,
sow.
man. You riding around
Yeah,
them
you
high
riding around my
schools.
street, bro.
Kelly, I mean, just go get you a girl of age, man. That's all we saying. That's all people pretty much been saying. And at the end of the day, the people that were around you that was allowing you to do certain things also should be held liable. But
Like the parents, right? I mean,
like
because
the parent,
if he's with
absolutely, 100%.
a girl underage, where are the parents at? I don't know. What do I know? I don't. Maybe I'm tripping by even saying this, but maybe the parents should be in jail right with them for allowing your daughter that's 15, 14 to go be with a man that's 27, 28, 29, 30. That doesn't sound right in no world. So I just believe that the parents should be in jail too. And I don't think these people would feel a whole lot differently about that time getting handed out if the parents was in jail right next to them. So
Yeah. I mean, I ain't got no problem with that, man. I ain't got no problem with that, my whole thing is R. Kelly, you got to take some sort of accountability and culpability for what you've done. And for the big thing that people should take from this, no matter how talented you are, no matter how many records you sell, no matter how good a Negro make you feel in a club or when you dance on the floor, he called himself the Pied Piper of R&B for a reason. Leave that nigga alone, man. R. Kelly, I wish the best for you. I hope that whatever you are subdued in jail does not come to your life being thrown away for good. You know what that mean? You know, they hit you with that, you know, whatever they do in jail, hit you with that shank. But at the end of the day, Kels, you are phenomenal. People love your music. People will forever remember the artist R. Kelly, but for all intents and purposes, we don't want to support people who are taking advantage of people. I'm gonna leave it at that. Man. Antonio Brown. So Antonio Brown was recently charged with essentially an arrest of a charge of attempted murder with a firearm. So Antonio Brown did the unthinkable. He did the unthinkable. He blamed the media for attempted murder charge. I mean, you can't make this up, bro. AB, we got the video, AB. I showed the video last week.
That's what he talking about, bro. That's what he talking about.
I showed AB, you in 2025. It's cameras everywhere, AB.
He said, look, and he said, for one of those cameras out there, if y'all ain't get online talking about it tripping, he said, baby, the police was out charging with attempted murder.
AB,
but
you on that CTE. You on that CTE, man. He on that CTE, bro.
You know, I mean, but money does that. Money does that. When people get money, they believe that they can do certain things and get away with it that other people, let's talk, when I say other people, I mean poor or not even poor, just middle class civilians can't get away with. Antonio Brown, he should know better. Like I said, you need people around you that love you. Nobody around you love you, letting you pull some mess like that. It's insane.
No.
It's asinine.
You know, and I'll look at the other story. But let's go here. It says former NFL receiver Antonio Brown faces a warrant for his arrest on a charge of attempted murder with a firearm. He seems to be blaming the media for his situation. During a weekend of erratic social media activity, even by his usual standards, Brown posted an anti-media quote from Malcolm X before addressing his current predicament. Bro, don't bring Malcolm X into this, bro. How the F you go from being victimized unto an attempt to murder? You see, they control the media, Brown said in part of a post that blames the situation on racism. The pending charge arose from an... Huh?
That's it. They did release him now the first day.
Yeah.
The same day, matter of fact.
The pending charge arose from an incident at a celebrity boxing event last month in Miami. Brown claimed that at the time that he was jumped by multiple individuals who tried to steal my jewelry and cause physical harm to me. But being victimized doesn't provide the victim with a license to go on the offensive, which he allegedly did. He's accused of taking a gun from a security officer, chasing a man with it, shooting at him twice, and possibly grazing the man's neck with one of the bullets. So, Antonio Brown, they're saying that you chased after the people who were supposedly attacking you, and allegedly shot at them with their backs turned. That's what they're accusing you of doing. Now, these the type, again, I talk about these Negroes all the time. These the type of Negroes that they get money, they lose all sense of accountability. They get their money, they have no respect for you. They have no respect for cameras that see them do things. They have no respect for the average Joe. Now, by all means and all intents and purposes, I'm not saying that people are supposed to be able to run up on you and snatch your chain. We're not saying that. I'm saying I'm saying AB, you running up and playing Grand Theft Auto, that's not what we doing, brother. You worth millions, supposedly still.
I agree, bro. I agree with that. You need people around you that got some common sense. But common sense is not common these days. AB, once people flee from you, that doesn't give you the right to chase down and retrieve your things. This is not Texas. Now, if you're in Texas, I believe you can got the law to retrieve your things with deadly force. You gotta know the law. And sadly, you just can't say you don't know the law. Ignorance is bliss, but they're not going to give you the benefit of doubt because you don't know the law. When you're dealing with, especially when you're a high profile type of guy, you have to know what you're able to do and what you're not able to do. Your security is right there for it. What is your security doing? Why do you have security if the security is going to allow you to get jumped, that you have to take the gun from the security and then chase after the people? Uh, from the video, they saying that you threw the first punch. Now that may come back to bite you in your ass.
AB, you say ain't nobody did nothing to you, right? So, AB, tell me what happened right here.
I think it's one of the things that Tom Brady has brought to this team.
Ain't this you? AB, ain't this you running off the field with your shirt off?
That's Antonio Brown without his
That's you,
uniform,
AB.
we are told.
AB, you still ain't explained to us what happened. I want to know what happened right here, AB. Once we find out what happened right there, then I could give you the benefit of the doubt. But until then, we're not gonna do that. Go ahead, bro.
Be a bad angle, man. Be a bad angle, bro. Need to serve your own ankle, dog.
Put that shit on. Put that shit on.
Without his jersey.
Bro, you should have put it on, bro.
To do so, he tossed his shoulder pads, stripped off his shirt and glove, threw those into the crowd, then ran across the field while the teams were still on the field.
Hey, we trying to figure out what the hell is going on in your head right here. What are you thinking about, bro? This is Fox Sports. You out on the field. What the hell are you thinking right now? You said something's wrong with your leg, bro. You ran off the field doing jumping jacks, bro. This you.
I think it's one of the things that Tom Brady has brought to this team.
Bro, you not a limp nothing, man.
Brown. That's it.
Hey, see, these are the type of Negroes you stay away from, man. These are the type of Negroes you ask them one question, they give you 10 different answers. Exhibit A. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. AB, stop playing with them people, man.
Yeah, for real. That's advice you can give him.
You don't.
Leave
Hey,
folks
man.
alone.
Turn yourself in. The charge stems from May 16 incident outside the amateur boxing event. You out on bail. Multiple witnesses identify Brown as shooter. Multiple witnesses say you shot a man, bro. Multiple witnesses say you pulled it out and you went for your target.
Yeah. I mean, we all know if you've been following football, you know AB ain't got it all. People know AB ain't got it all. So it's like he's dead wrong in that situation. But in retrospective, we have to start having people hold accountability for running up on these celebrities and thinking that some of these celebrities just not going to snap. He's already insane. Let alone he running up on him trying to take his AB off his neck. He might just snap. But that don't make
AB,
it right. That don't make it right, though.
it don't. This is what the people say. They said this, AB. Now you say you was getting jumped for your jewelry. This is NBC News. This is what people say. So they say you got jumped. This is what you say. I know exactly how you said it. I was jumped by multiple individuals who tried to steal my jewelry and cause physical harm to me. Contrary to some video circulations, police temporarily detained me until they received my side of the story, and then they released me. Brown wrote. This is what they say they seen. After reviewing the security footage the following day, officers identified Brown as punching another man and then sparking 3 other individuals to join the fight. According to the warrant, The footage then allegedly showed Brown taking a firearm of a security officer and approaching the man he punched, bro. This is what they say they seen. I don't know what world you're living in, Brown. AB, put that shit on. Just put that shit on. I don't know what, bro. Go ahead,
I
bro.
mean,
I'm done. Go ahead, bro.
yikes, yikes. AB, I would hope that this not true, AB. Because if it is, that's your ass. They gonna make you sit down for maybe a couple years, a year or two. But at the same token, you might be able to pay these guys off and make everything go away. But with your history, I'm not sure if that's a good thing for you. You may need a little sober time to get your mind right, get your head back on the right path, the right focus, get it back on the right soul. Because man, look, AB, it's only a matter of time before you get your own TV turned off, man. You can't be playing these type of games. Either you gonna get your TV turned off, or you gonna get your seasons shortened and have to spend them inside of the cell. Who wants
Yeah.
that? Especially with the money and fame. Come on, AB, it ain't worth it.
For
Get some
those people who don't
security.
know, this Antonio Brown right here. This all he thinking about. That's all he want to do. You got 50 Cent in the background. The jokes themselves. You know the AB. you that's the dance you do when you don't have nothing else. You have not a clue what's going on in life. I got money in the bank. I'm scamming people out of Rashard Mills. That's it.
The AB.
You know, the AB dance. Shout out to
That's the
AB,
AB.
man. We laugh when we joke, but another black man just trying to figure it out. I feel
Another
him.
black man trying to figure it out. Hopefully he don't bite the dust.
Hopefully he don't bite the dust. Hopefully he don't bite the
Hopefully
dust,
he don't
man.
bite the dust.
I wish him the best. I wish him the best as always. So we covered a few things, man. We covered Kendrick, R. Kelly, Antonio Brown. One thing that I want to get to is Trump versus Obama. So right now, President Trump is under fire. President Trump is under fire for a couple of things. Number one, ICE. We understand as far as deportation and also people who are being deported under the administration of Trump. We get that. We understand that. Another thing is Trump being somebody who people just dislike off the bat. I don't have how can I say this? I don't have anything that will prevent me from working with, like, let's say if hypothetically speaking, if I was,
Tell me how it is, man.
huh?
Tell me how it is, man.
right.
Tell me how it is,
Sugarcoating it. I'll say this, man. I'll say this. Trump is not this horrible guy to me. He's not. And I'm going to tell you why. Donald Trump, every single time I see him, he's talking about things. Not every single time. I mean, grabbing a pee. I'm not talking that crazy. But Donald Trump, he says a lot of things that us normal people without millions of dollars are saying, like the vaccine. If I stand corrected, please. But what's going on with the vaccine right now? How many blood clots have been exposed because of the vaccine being instilled in people's bodies? How many types of vaccines can actually be correlated to the different strands of COVID? I'm just trying to figure it out because Donald Trump was talking about that way back when. People gaining weight because of the vaccine. People, now COVID was real. People died from COVID. What I'm saying is there was misinformation about the vaccine.
Bro, do not give bitches that they gain weight from COVID. Don't give them that, bro. Bitches gonna be saying that for the rest of the summer. I gained this weight because of COVID. Don't give bitches that. I'm playing, but go ahead, though. Go ahead.
No, for real. And my whole thing is this, man. People are talking about Donald Trump and, he is expanding deportations across America. That's fine. You know, you may not like that. Donald Trump has deported about over 900,000 people under his administration, you know, altogether. You know who has deported more than double? Take a wild guess.
I don't want to do it.
Barack Obama. I will make sure.
He ain't deport nobody though. The way he been talking.
Right, the way he was talking. Barack Obama, man.
Man, look, I'm kind of feeling like Petey Griffin right now because this right here grinds my gears, man. This grinds my gears. He irks me. He irks me because I was watching the news this morning and they had a sweet little old lady on, sweet Mexican lady, and her husband was getting deported. And I'm not gonna say that it touched my heartstrings because they were a little bit aggressive. It didn't touch my heartstrings, but I did feel some type of way that maybe that's not necessary. Oh, he was a hard worker. Oh, he's taking care of the family. But one thing I know that they didn't say he was legal. Now, I don't want to be cruel. I don't want to be hostile. I like to say that I'm a pretty fair individual. But I just know for sure if I was to take my black ass overseas, no papers, tiptoe my black ass over there, right? And then I set up a foundation and start a home. And then they find out I was illegal over here. Oh my God.
Yeah,
The
you
beating.
wouldn't last long.
I want to last long. The beating that you received. So it's like, oh my God. Is the news playing right in our face? This propaganda. Are we picking and choosing what's wrong and what's right? Because I strongly remember this not too long ago. If my memory serves me correct, it was about 5,000 immigrants. I kid you not, on Central,
Right
between
there on Central and
Central and
Madison.
all the police stations. And
Mm-hmm.
with the police station, right?
Yep.
They was giving out $5,000 in link, $10,000 home equity to get you a crib, giving out cribs, and people was in an uproar, right? This
Right.
was just
Right.
2 years ago.
Phenomenal
Now
point. Phenomenal point.
now to get you guys just to show you how easily that guys can turn you guys and make your mind shift. Now you guys act like you just it's so wrong. Look, go watch Endgame Marvel with Thanos. It's a quote that it
Some of
said
the
that
some of the
you
toughest
don't
decisions.
understand, right? It's a tough decision, right?
Right.
I'm the only one that understands.
Some of the tougher decisions require the strongest wills, man.
Oh man, look, say it again. Some of the toughest decisions are
Require the
some of the
strongest
strongest decisions.
wills. Y'all don't want to do shit. Y'all don't want to do nothing that is required. Remember when y'all was yelling and crying about, oh, people, the Mexicans, the Spanish, they taking all the jobs.
I was just crying.
Y'all was just crying about
And
that.
listen, look, and I'm speaking for the people that's over here illegal. I'm not speaking for those that's over here the right way. We
Mm-hmm.
have to love and respect for those who are in the right way and who contribute to society the right way. But come on now, you gotta call a spade a spade. You gotta stop this. You only time you feel good is when a black man is getting kicked in the ass. Oh, we love to see what's going on with Diddy right now, right?
Right. We love to see what's going on with Diddy.
It's fun. It's fun to see a black man go through that.
Right.
But when you see old little Pablo get snatched out the truck, that's when you draw a line.
Come
Right?
here. Now let me show something. Let me show y'all something about Obama. And Obama is a black man. Please believe me. I'm for the black man, bro. I'm for the black man progressing. But we've got to call a spade and stop lying. All this propaganda, man. Let me just read this real quick, bro. During Obama's 2 terms in office, administration formally removed approximately 3.1 million non-citizens from the United States. This number is based on Department of Homeland Security. Ain't no crime going unnoticed with Homeland Security. Y'all heard that. Statistics for fiscal years 2009 to 2016. It is important to note that this figure represents formal removals, which are defined as a formal court order expelled a person from the U.S. The total number of people who left the U.S. during the Obama administration exceeds 5 million when factoring in returns. The returns is just for people returning to wherever they at across the border, which include instances where individuals voluntarily left the country or were turned away at the border without formal removal proceedings, which I just said. Okay? The Obama administration's immigration enforcement policies focused on prioritizing the removal of individuals who pose a threat to national security or public safety, which is the same things that Trump is talking about, such as those with criminal convictions. For instance, in 2015, 91% of individuals removed from within the U.S. had prior criminal convictions. This focus on removals, particularly in the early years of his presidency, led some pro-immigrant groups to refer to Obama as the deporter-in-chief. Propaganda, bro.
I remember that. You gotta remember your history.
Who deported more, Obama or Trump? It's a landslide. People was telling he's the deporter-in-chief, bro. So you seeing all this. It's ridiculous. Go ahead, bro.
Man, so that word right there, landslide, made me think of what's the guy from battle rap name? Can't think of his name right now.
Which one?
He battled Young Gil.
Okay.
He battled Loaded Lux. He battled Loaded Lux too, though.
Okay.
But he landslide. You know, it's been a landslide basically. It's been a landslide, bro. Y'all, we gotta do better. We gotta do better with it as far as not just jumping at what's on the box. Notice whenever whoever the news is supporting on the box, try to do the opposite. Because they don't want us to get ahead. They don't want us to put our minds together and really just sit down and think. Look, just look over the last 5 years. Literally, it's been problems with immigration and jobs. That was the problem for 3 years. I would think 2 years now, you guys acting like it's the devil's out here is moving through here. Like, what do you people want? They say some humans are never satisfied, but I'm starting to think that most of these people are bots out here, and they just want to be led. They don't want to think for themselves. They want to be controlled. And that's what makes the world scary. And that's why we need people like us, me and Bro, who can talk to you, sit you down, have you a conversation with you, man. Bedtime stories. And we just not talking about cat in the hat. But cat in the hat, that's some stuff. If you guys don't understand that, we might have to start taking some quotes from Dr. Seuss. Because he talks to you sometimes too. If you're not a bot and can think past 1 + 1.
Absolutely.
God damn, man. It's ridiculous out here, bro. Like, smart up.
And you know what? And let me say this: we not even into our end of monologue yet. But this reminded me of people who are lacking true information and experience. I'm gonna say it again: clowns who are lacking information and experience. I heard through the grapevine. That somebody was criticizing me for being dynamic. Oh, I mean, why is he doing all these different things? Why not just do one thing? Why be okay at all these different things? Why not just be great at one thing? You've been misinformed. You've been led astray. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled. See, I want to start to get around people with the provenance of humility and more altruistic energies. That's what I really want. The full saying of jack of all trades. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. That's the full quote. William Shakespeare. You believe in William Shakespeare, don't you? The white man. You feel William Shakespeare. He was right about it. That's the full quote. Misinformed. Being dynamic and adaptable, versatile, can get you out the swamp, and you could drop from a plane. You go in the boardroom and go to the hood. You can talk on a podcast and go pass a 195 test, principal endorsement test. That's what you could do. Being a teacher not gonna get you a millionaire. Maybe being on the podcast will. What you want from me? For people in here, man, share the video, like the video. I'm so tired of this. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We're gonna have videos on videos. Misinformed without the experience. You got people who work in education. I ain't gonna mention no names. You got people in education who've worked the same job for 30 to 40 years. The same skills, the same experience, and gonna tell another person with different skills, with a different outcome, working a different occupation, how to do their job, and never did it. That's like a nigger off the street trying to tell Obama how to run in presidency. If you ask me, you never done it. You never did it. It's crazy, man. Go ahead, I'm gonna take a break, but it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro, you know, you just talking to them, you know. People gotta hear this. Look, to understand the future, you gotta know your past. You gotta know the past. Read sometimes. Don't always take what the people tell you on the TV. Look into it. You got Google, right? It's a huge search engine. Search it out. You got AI, right? Chat GPT, whatever it's called. Ask it and see what it tells you. It let you know what's really going on. It tell you things. The information is right upon us.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's like you can have a book, you can have the answers in it. All you gotta do is read and go to it, and you still get the answer wrong. How is that? You know what the problem is? A lot of y'all ain't never got y'all ass whooped before. And it shows.
Right.
It shows.
Right. Ain't none of y'all got an ass whooped.
A grown-up ass whooping. I'm speaking from when you was a kid. When you was a kid, you been in college your whole life. You never had to do critical thinking. And sometimes in this world, and not even sometimes, all the time in this world, you gotta critically think, and you gotta critically think fast, because the information right now is upon us, is moving quick. And if you can't pick up on it, you're gonna get left behind.
Yeah.
Don't get left behind. And I'm not even saying join the wave. Just be you. It's free to do that. But have some type of mental fortitude. Have a backbone. Have a plan.
Yeah, man. And misinformation, not the required experience. And when it comes to topics, man, we could talk for hours about, but this is extremely important. I have no type of quarrels with anybody. But at the end of the day, the truth gotta set a young brother free who's coming up, 9, 10, 11 years old. They need to know the truth. Oh, it's about me being like, okay, I'll be diplomatic. It's about me getting phenomenal grades. Okay, I'll do that, no matter who teaching me. Okay, I'll graduate high school. I'll graduate with a bachelor's degree. I get 2 master's degrees. I'll go for a doctorate. I'm still not respected. What's the answers? You want to know what the kicker is? Here's the kicker. They'll never respect you anyway. So what's the answer, you ask me? Go get your bread.
Either you're gonna die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
I'm experiencing that right now. Either you're gonna die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, we got this kid. He's a black male. He graduated. He's first to do this, first to do that. Oh, we love him. He's great. Don't let them find out you took more classes than they did. Don't let them find out your credentials more than they is. Don't let them find out you passed more tests than they did. Don't let them find out You doing enough work to change your actual name. Don't let them find out you ain't got no kids. Don't let them find out. Oh, well, I mean.
Who the hell this nigga think he is?
Oh, I mean, like, he not that smart. He not like that. He not that diplomatic. He not that in control. I'm gonna tell you something.
Hey, that's good.
I want to have a conversation with you without you crying. How about that? I want to have a conversation about you without you running telling somebody else what I didn't say.
They can't do it.
Targeting and my livelihood is at stake every time I talk to somebody who don't get it. That's what's at stake. It's unfortunate. So for every black kid who is a reflection of me, don't be fooled. This is the truth. Share this with your son. Share this with your daughter. This is the truth. The black teacher that's teaching you may have a chance. The white teachers who teaching you, you may have a chance. Any teacher that's teaching you, you have the same chance, and this is what it is. It does not matter what kind of grades you get inside that classroom. What only matters is what you do in the real world. The classroom does not matter. I'm sorry to break it to you. Juneteenth is coming up, man. We're gonna have a phenomenal show. We got some stuff to iron out. Don't miss that show. The thing for me is, man, and my perspective on all this is that majority of the people that you run into will be clowns. I was hired at a school, and as soon as I started, I was doubted whether I could do the job or not. What bothers me is that you'll have people from your own community that look like you. Oh, he could talk to the kids. He could relate to the kids. Sure, I can. I'm from the same community. None of that I have to change. I don't have to change anything. I already look black. I'm already from that community. I already speak their lingo. I don't have to change anything. You think that I don't have the fervor, the actual educational acumen and experience to actually do something that's real. But when a white teacher come in, you don't question if she could do the job. You just question if she could talk to the kids.
Roll out the red carpet. Roll out the red carpet for them.
See, this is the BS we got to get past. The first year, did I get an apology? No. See, I left so I could come back and find the truth. We good now. Don't worry about it. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. You ain't got to come on my podcast. Whatever I do. See, you forget I'm only 31 years old. I've been moving, man. Let me say something that's real, something more practical for the people in the back, for the clowns in the back. You take a teacher who don't look like me, let's say, white, whatever else, blue, brown, it don't matter. They don't have 2 master's degrees. They don't have credits that's moving them towards a doctorate. Let's say they got 15, 20 years of experience. You think if they go to another school that don't honor their experienced years and they go to CPS or another place in the suburbs that don't honor their experienced years, what salary you think they gonna start at? They not gonna start at 77 where Perspectives they was trying to start me at. Or the other school on the south side, Catalyst, they not gonna start you at 77, 78. They not gonna start you there. No matter what color your skin is or what type of experience you got, they not gonna start you there. You need the hard work and the credentials that I put in. That's what you need. So stop the BS. You gotta actually work. There is a difference. Because we talking about monetary value, economic value now. That's what we talking about. So you can sit and say whatever you want to say. It's about economic freedom. If I walk into a school, I'm getting paid more than you, period. That's what's happening. Why you think people are challenging My commitment to a school. They know I could leave. They know I could leave. They not worried about you though. You been there for 20, 30 years. They ain't worried about you. You can't leave. You ain't did nothing about it. I don't give a damn about what you say. Intelligence is applying the knowledge you have, not just talking some real shit from time to time. That's what put you in GOAT status. Applying the knowledge. Don't let me cook up, man. This easy. I ain't even got into my bag yet. I ain't even got into my bag.
You got people out here, man. Tell them.
Go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and close us out with whatever, man.
Oh man, boss. Something that we just had to deal with. How many of them fabricated lines that you gonna hit from them other folks and they gonna beat them up to these real shit, man? Look.
Share the video, man. Pull out the link, share it to people.
Share, like it, subscribe if you got to. Leave a comment. If you don't like it, let us know you don't like it too, you know? It's all good.
It's all good. We gonna end it, man. In this simulation, provide a demonstration to the higher power showing who you are. Only then do we soar across the pages of life, man. Until next time, please levitate.